Hey, have you ever wanted to eliminate 97% distractions from your target audience to allow your entire marketing messages to get the expected return upon investment? If that's a concern, presenting OmniBlaster, driving 3 times more sales using the combined power of email, SMS, and voice broadcasting inside a single push button platform. Here again, it's OmniBlaster in action. Once you get on OmniBlaster platform, you get to see the settings where you configure for your email, configure for your SMS, configure for your voice, and of course configure your SMS lane. And you can also get to see the section where you can broadcast your email as well as your SMS and your voice messages, all 3-in-1 capabilities right inside of OmniBlaster. And you can also see a section where you can start a new campaign, manage campaigns, and of course copy your embed codes to have your opt-in squeeze pages right at any website. You could also manage new lists and also create new lists right inside of OmniBlaster. So first things first, let's quickly go hit on configure email to get our first email sending channel set up, and we'll do same for others. If you don't get to your email here, all you need to do is select. You will have your SMTP1 slot. We have this right down to 5 SMTP slot. So we'll have to fill these entire parameters and come hit on set default after you've successfully saved changes. So let's do that. So I just set my required parameters, and at this point I could just come say set default. Once I do so, we've successfully set as default. So we'll now move over to set up our voice as well as our SMS parameter. So at this point, I've successfully set all parameters and set it to default. So I need to come back to my dashboard. At my dashboard, I'll come here and we see how you can, of course, send a broadcast email. For you to successfully send a broadcast email, all you need to do, compose a message like we will do straight up. So once you go format in your details like this for your mail, you can then go ahead and insert your parameters. You could have the name there, or you could just put the name of whatever you're promoting and have your emails typed out like this. Or you could come at this point, if you've already created the list using our list creator system here, you can then come hit on add list, and it's going to show you several lists you can select from. You can just come over here, select your list, and if you just want to upload it for the purpose of a message you want to send, you can quickly use this. Comment below, you have our email, our editor builder system here that allows you to build very cool messages you want to send out to your target audience. And of course, you can send that message instantly, or you could choose to schedule it at a much later time that you want to push it out, or you could just send it instant. And once you hit on send email, so right at your log, you get to see a message, and when you switch on to your message, can you see this? Boom, here it is inside of your inbox. You have just write the message that has been sent right from your OmniBlaster email capability. So that again will bring us to our sending your SMS blast, and once you hit on send, that will take us to, it's all you need to do, set your sender. So our sender here could also be called OmniBlaster. This should always be 11 characters, or if you have something like more cells, have it like the way, and you have a message typed up like this. All you need to do is to type in your phone number. So you can have a message format, and if you do have a list, you can always come select the list you want to send to. Select a list here if you have one, and if you add it up, or if you just want to select from our message list you have, you could upload your list right away. You can also schedule your blast and use an instant or schedule option, which allows you to set at a specific date. But for the purpose of this, we'll use an instant, and we could just come here and hit on send message. So you have it successful. Monitor the status from your. So right on screen we have our mobile phones showing here, and you can see our message hidden right inside of the mobile phone. So this does distract your target audience, and they can see your marketing messages. Now let's go over to see the same excitement we get when we want to send voice broadcasts. So coming over, I hit on send voice. to write on voice or broadcast interface, the whole interesting magic steps with you bringing in your MP3 URL or uploading an MP3 message you already have. So I have one selecting here. You just hit open and wait for it to fully get uploaded, and you sit down. List. And once you're done doing so, you can just come hit on send message. The writing point, can you hear the call coming in? Can you see the call right away? So meaning at this point, I can just go ahead to click to answer this, and this stops all kind of distraction, pushes the target audience to listen to your message, and pop, the magic happens. So you could go ahead to answer the message at that point. So that's it with our sending our voice messages. So let's get over to stop this at this point. Interesting aspect of OmniBlaster, which has to do with creating campaigns. So at this point, we'll hit on create campaign. So with create campaign, you can decide if you want to quickly set up a landing squeeze page for just an email campaign, which will now provide you an option to provide a full name as well as an email address, or you want to go ahead to add it with a mix of SMS as well as an voice. So imagine setting a campaign that goes across sending an email, sending a voice message as well as an SMS that stops all distraction from your target audience and allows them to listen to your message and take the needed action. So we'll go ahead, set up all of these parameters, give this campaign a name which will go appear at this point here. Okay, which says just have messages like that. At this point, you use your call to action. So you have it, get involved now, and once you're done, you hit on setup campaign. So at this point, you can see your setup campaign. Your campaign only becomes operational once you hit to activate. But before activating your campaign, you're expected to add your follow-up series messages, which is your entire sequence messages, which cut across your email sequence, your voice sequence, as well as your SMS sequence. So at this point, you can then come to say you want to add an email sequence. So the email sequence, you could have email your very done setting that up, you hit on save message. Once you have it saved, you're definitely going to see it just under your email series. And if you come again to add your email sequence to hitting an email, we have so upon having your email sequence to body, if you come below here, you notice here you now have the interval at which you want your email sequence to go. Should it delay after 1 day, the engagement message goes that prepares the mind of your target audience so as to result to excel. So come hit on save message. So you also have it all displayed right here. You see all your follow-up series. You can then come over to create your SMS series. So you have your SMS series setup. You hit on save message. So when you toggle your SMS series message, you're also going to find here the same also applies on your second series. You can also now set the delay. Let's also go over to add our voice series. On your voice series, you're expected to add your MP3 URL, or you could come over and upload your MP3. So once you have that added, you hit on save message. So when you're fully done setting up your entire follow-up series, you can then come over to hit on manage. At this manage point, you can go ahead to hit on activate. That is only when your campaign will become active. And once it becomes active, you'll see it clearly shown like this. Then you can also go to see the setup page, which you can go set up. This becomes a page that is now available to your public audience, which they can come in to fill in the name, the email address, and phone number. And once they hit on get involved, the entire series which you've set up will start popping out. And at this point, you could also hit on the share button here to see all the shared channels that can allow you to tap into viral traffic that will allow you to build your list for email addresses as well as phone numbers of your target audience that you can always retarget them to allow you bank big. And it does not just stop there. Once you come over, so when we get over to a dashboard to assess our credit campaign, we can then have access to our embedded code. You can copy and paste on an already existing website to allow you to start grabbing leads right on the campaign. All you need to hit on embed codes. So once you copy this, you can go ahead and embed it on any of your existing website, and this will allow you to go building leads for email as well as for phone numbers that you can always remarket to. And that's really how powerful OmniBlaster is. So I want to get your support at the unveiling of OmniBlaster. Thank you.